3, 2, 1. Hi, welcome back to the Dewan Moore Show, where I'll be adding music in post. This story is from WWG and written by Christian Hoffer. Pokemon Go makes big changes to egg pools. Pokemon Go has apparently made some major changes to their egg pools. The Sylph Road, a player-run research group dedicated to Pokemon Go, has reported that Niantic has removed 6 more common species from egg pools and has adjusted the rarity of several other Pokemon. This isn't the first time that Niantic has tinkered with egg pools. Niantic previously removed common Pokemon like Pidgey and Rattata from the egg pools last fall, and then mixed the egg pools, which are divided into different eggs that can be hatched by walking different lengths earlier in the year. So what Pokemon aren't a part of the egg pool anymore? Tentacool and Psyduck. The first pair of Pokemon dropped from the egg pool are the water types Pokemon Psyduck and Tentacool. Both are typically found in biodomes located near water and are among the most common water-type Pokemon found in the game. Interestingly, Niantic kept Staryu, Krabby, and Golding in the egg pool, even though it can be argued that those 3, especially Krabby, are the more common than either of those pair. Neither Tentacool or Psyduck have any play in Pokemon Go's metagame, so this won't affect players unless they don't live near a body of water. Wooper and Natu. Wooper and Natu were also axed from the egg pool. Natu was one of Gen 2's common flying-type Pokemon and appears about the same rate as Pidgey or Sparrow. The other Gen 2 flying-type Hootoo was never put in the egg pool in the first place, so it makes sense that Natu was pulled. The other Gen 2 Pokemon, the egg pool in the first place, so it makes sense that Natu was pulled. The other Gen 2 Pokemon taken out was Wooper, another common water-type Pokemon. Wooper is probably the most common water-type Pokemon along with Meryl. Like Hoothoot, Meryl was never put in the egg pool in the first place, so this is simply getting rid of a Pokemon that didn't need to be there in the first place. Sandshrew and Paris. The other 2 Pokemon pulled from the egg pools are Sandshrew and Paris. Although Paris isn't as common as Weedle and Spinarak or Caterpie, it's still an abundant bug-type Pokemon that people should be able to find anywhere. Sandshrew is probably the one Pokemon that most people will have problems finding in the wild, as it is only common in arid and dry biodomes, but it still shouldn't be too hard to find in most areas. Rarity changes. In addition to Niantic pulling 6 Pokemon from the egg pools, the Sylph Road also claims that several Pokemon will be harder to find via eggs. Dratini and Pinecone, which both hatch from 10 km eggs, will now be uncommon hatches, meaning they'll be twice as rare now. Both were previously among the common Pokemon that hatch from 10 km eggs, and it's unclear if any other Pokemon will replace it. On some level, this change was needed as Dratini is eventually evolved into Dragonite, arguably the most powerful Pokemon in the game. No Pokemon were added to the egg pools, so don't expect to see Pokemon like Johto, Pokemon, or Houndour appearing anytime soon. More Pokemon next time on Pokemon Go, apparently, because that's the end of the story. And I will see you next time, because I have to add music and post and blah blah blah, but you don't care about that. All you should care about, though, is liking and subscribing so that you get more Pokemon Go news on the go with me, Dewan Moore, from the Dewan Moore Show. Also representing Team Yellow, Team Instinct, Go Sparks, and I will see you next time. Sheesh, you gotta be actually kidding me. Struggle is real. Struggle is real. It'd be even realer if I